surefire way to get rid of a migraine. Slurpee time. I was literally going from real low depression to high anxiety to somewhere in between the two, and I was like, what do I need to do that I know will help calm me? So I went back to my basics, and I went back to keeping my hands and my mind busy. Hello and welcome to Michelle's Life on Repeat. I am just doing a few things around the house today, and I wanted to say hello. I'm having a good day today, and yet I can't always say that that is true. It's been a rough couple of weeks, and I just wanted to uplift myself and possibly you if you're watching, to say, you know, we go up and we go down, but we gotta keep going, gotta keep going. And that is what I'm kind of doing today. Just gonna highlight a few things that are happening, and it'll be a short video. I'm in my kitchen. I have in the back behind me my bread machine out because I make lots of bread by hand, but I can't do all the kneading with the chronic illness and the fibromyalgia. But we're making the pizza dough because tomorrow we're going to be making some homemade pizza. So that'll be yum. If I can get it out of the way today, all the better. Had a pesto pizza the other day at my auntie's house. Oh, it was delicious, and my husband and I keep talking about it. So we went out. We were at Costco and bought the 3-pack of chicken breasts. Yum yum. They're heavy too, but I thought it was a good price comparatively, as prices are skyrocketing up. Organic chicken breasts. They were $5.99 a pound, which I think isn't too outrageous for an organic, deboned, deskinned chicken breast. So a total of 4 pounds, 77 ounces in weight, and it came to $28.57, and that will be tons and tons and tons of meals. I had a barbecue pizza the other day, and it had chicken ready to go that they put on it, and so that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to make the pizza dough, and then I am going to prep some just lean chicken meat so I can dice it up and throw it on pizzas. Husband loves the sausage and the salami and the pepperoni and all that. Never been a sausage fan. I'll eat it if it's there and if it's on the pizza. But I like ham and chicken and barbecue sauce and the white sauce and the pesto sauces. So, getting ready for that. Also, he has been craving homemade chicken nuggets. You know, not the fast food chicken nuggets. So we're going to try to come up with a recipe for that and make that tomorrow. But today we went and purchased the items. The other thing I got at Costco today was the pesto sauce. And this whole doodaddy container, I believe, was $9.99. So hopefully it tastes well. We use it. I don't know how many open containers of things are in my refrigerator because just haven't finished them. I'm on a new medicine which is doing great things for my migraines, and I will be doing a separate video on that in another day or so. My migraine drug that's working wonderfully for me is called Qualipta, with the big Q. Qualipta. The side drawback or benefit, depending if you're trying to lose weight or not, is I have no appetite, and when I eat, I can only get small portions in before I feel extremely full. So, like I say, it comes to mealtime and I just can't eat much, so there's tons of leftovers and tons of portions, and we just can't consume enough food that to justify. Sometimes I'll open up like a whole chicken and it takes forever to eat it. So we are trying our best to go through our freezer and just work through the meats. It's been about 2 months and we haven't bought any meat. This is the first meat we've bought in a while because we have freezer fulls of ready to go packaged meats, steaks, beef, pork, all of the above, but my appetite only fits in, you know, little bits of food. So on the menu tomorrow will be a chicken pesto pizza, maybe even a barbecue pizza with chicken on it. Sounds yummy. I'm gonna make the crust in the bread machine behind me here. For my bread machine, if you have never come across the book that you've fallen in love with recipes in, one I have is called The Great Bread Machine Baking by Marlene Brown. It's backwards, I understand that. I'll take a picture of it the correct way, but I'm going to be making the pizza crust, found on page 155. 1 cup of warm water, 2 tablespoons olive oil, 1 tablespoon sugar, 1.5 teaspoons salt, 3 cups bread flour unsifted, and 2.5 teaspoons of dry active yeast, and we have ourselves a pizza dough. And I'm going to also my starters for my sourdough. My sourdough has been coming out yummy. I found some new tips and tricks that were making it less dense. It was getting a nice dark golden brown color and a little bit harder on the outside, and I prefer a soft and more chewier. So I've been researching, and you know, I'm probably on like loaf 30 and 31 or something like that since my sourdough journey has begun. But I have this large Dutch oven, 2-piece Pampered Chef stone set. So the bottom is like a roasting pan and the top is a domed roasting pan that goes over it. And I have learned that if I take a little crock, you know, like a little ceramic dish, and I put it inside the domed lid and fill it with the boiling water when I first seal the lid on, that the dough and the crust and the bread stays chewy and moist and delicious. Then when I pull the lid off for the final bake, it is as crunchy as I let it get in the oven. So it's been really fun. My husband said I finally hit the ball out of the park with the sourdough, and I am beyond tickled. So now that I've mastered it, I gotta keep going. But like I say, we can only eat so much at a time because my stomach is never hungry. And I will probably start the process tomorrow of making a new loaf, because for me, from start to finish, it's about 3 days before I am chewing on that bread. I will feed my starters, or I'll either feed them tonight or I'll feed them first thing in the morning. Probably tonight because the house isn't that hot. Okay, if you have ever made sourdough, you know you gotta scrape off some of the portions or use it. I don't make anything else where I need to save the cast off, so I'm just getting this ready for tomorrow's loaf of bread that I will make by lowering, let's see, I'm going to put in equal parts water and whole wheat flour. So let's go up to 50, 42, 52, that'll do, pig, that'll do. 51 now, okay. Let's get some 50s of water. Whoops, 65. Add a little bit more flour. It's so forgiving if you've ever made sourdough. I like to have a thicker sourdough starter as opposed to a runny sourdough starter. So this one I'll show you when I get it all mixed up what she looks like. I never named my sourdough starter. If you guys have, let me know some of the fun names you've chosen for your sourdough starter. So it's got a thicker consistency. Let's see if I can get it to come out. Yeah, that's how I like it. And I have 2 sourdough starters. One's based off of this main one in case one gets bacteria in it or something. And I will wash it. That's where the line is today. And tomorrow morning when I wake up, it should be up here somewhere ready to go for my new loaf of sourdough bread. But I fed both of them. I have another one here. And I keep them in the refrigerator unless I'm baking the next day. And I feed it once a week unless I'm baking that day or the next day or a couple of days. And then I'll feed it every day that I'm going to bake. So this will sit out on the counter tonight along with the other one. So I'll feed my starter, leave it on the counter, and then start the process. And by tomorrow evening, it'll be at the stage where it sits all night long and doubles up in size. And then, let's see, tomorrow is Wednesday, so then the next day would be Thursday. Then I form it into its shapes and I stick it into my refrigerator and let it sit for another 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, however long I want it to sit to get tangier and ferment longer. And I'll finally bake it on Friday. So it's like a three-day process if I mentally get prepared to do it. I've been known to do it all in a 2-day process, but I like that when you stretch the fermentation out over in that refrigerated cycle, that it gets a little bit tangier. That is what we like here in our home. Of the next 3 days ahead of us, I'll be making pizza, I'll be making bread. I tried making bagels. I've tried them 3 times now with my sourdough starter, and the first one completely flopped, went to the bottom of the pan and never rose. They were gone. Second one's got a little better. Third one's a little bit better, but I haven't found the recipe of all recipes yet. If you know of a recipe, if you find one of the YouTube sites where they're making bagels and you've experimented with it and it's like, yes, gotta have it, or you have a website that you go to and you love their bagels and they come out again and again and again consistently good, please drop me a comment down below, because that's my quest in my kitchen these rest of the weeks here in March, perfecting the bagel. And then I want to move on to focaccia bread, because who doesn't love focaccia bread and dipping it in spaghetti sauce or marinara sauce or even making a pizza on it? So I gotta keep my hands and my mind busy, because with chronic illness, I find I can get really depressed and really anxious and really restless. And this last week, I was hitting my walls. I was literally going from real low depression to high anxiety to somewhere in between the two. And I was like, what do I need to do that I know will help calm me? So I went back to my basics, and I went back to keeping my hands and my mind busy. So I'm back in the kitchen. And the other thing is my auntie, we went and took a visit and saw my auntie and my uncle. She gave me an apron, not this one, another one, and I'm gonna learn how to embroidery on it. I wanna put my little logo, which, I don't have a logo, but I wanted to find a picture of maybe an orchid that I can stitch. She gave me some tracing paper and learn how to do stitches. I don't know how to do that, so that'll be something new to learn, embroidery onto a cooking apron. Maybe it'll say Michelle's Life on Repeat, or maybe it'll say just keeping my hands and my mind busy. Well, what's your distraction from your pain? One never knows how a day will start or end, or whatever will be in the middle. The mystery of life, it's revealed to us one breath at a time, and we are never guaranteed the next breath. That is what I know to be true. Seize the day, enjoy the day, for we are never guaranteed the next breath. Today started with a migraine. It started with my plans being canceled for what I had planned to do, because I couldn't see out of my eye with that wonderful triangular glossy looking brain aura that I get with my ocular migraines. But by midday, you can see here what we were doing. Yes, going in for a Slurpee run, because Slurpees aren't just for summertime. Sometimes a girl needs her Coca-Cola Slurpee fix. Middle of middle of winter, end of winter, beginning of spring, year round. Girl needs her Slurpee fit. So it goes to show you never know how your day will start and how it will end, because I never thought by the end of this day I would be making bread, getting ready for pizzas, and doing all that. I thought I would be bedbound and watching YouTube videos. So always look for the positive, always look for the good, and try your best to enjoy the breath that you are given in this moment. I had a great day after all was said and done, and I'm glad that I got to share a part of it with you. Thank you for stopping by my channel today. Please give it a thumbs up and a like if you liked it, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye bye.